Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokémon Emerald. I'm your host, Snow, and in today's episode, we've got another gym badge to get. And I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, man. This is gonna be like another one of those meathead episodes. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, if you remember when we took on the very first gym leader, it was basically just a freaking level grind just to get over-leveled. And it's kind of the same way in this episode here. I'm not gonna lie, Wattson was kind of destroying me a little bit there. But yeah, with that being said though, we've got some pretty cool stuff coming along. I've already played ahead quite a bit and got all of that recorded video-wise. So I do know that we've got some pretty cool stuff to look forward to with this series, but for this series, or for this episode I should say, it's going to be another one of those meathead episodes, but there is some surprises in it. We do have some progress being made, so I'm very excited to show that to you guys. But this is one of those episodes, man, where when I was recording it / playing the game, I was sitting there thinking to myself, like, man, this game is so much easier with Mudkip. I'm pretty sure that with Mudkip, when I played this game on the file before this one, I blew through this gym and just didn't even blink. I didn't even think twice about it. So yeah, I can definitely see, like, looking back now, how Mudkip is everybody's starter of choice for this region. But either way, it works out. And as you guys can see there, Razor fainted, which it sucks. But hey, it's okay because, well, I'm not going to ruin any surprises for you guys. Wink, wink. But yeah, as you guys can see, man, it's mainly going to be Chicken Joe and NSFW, like, bringing the win home for us. Or at least one could say that. But yeah, it's kind of one of those meatheady episodes. As you guys can see, right now we're stronger, but when it comes down to face Wattson, we end up being a little underleveled, not severely, but the lucky thing is that there's a lot of trainers like around in the surrounding areas that we can battle, and it shouldn't be too much of a problem. But right off the bat, though, it is a little concerning. But you guys are gonna see. So as you guys can see here, this is actually a really easy gym. Like, the trainers aren't too terrible. It's really Wattson's Manectric that gets me, and if it's not his Manectric, it's his not Magnezone, it's his Magneton. But I will say though, Chicken Joe is really helpful with that side of things, because Magnemite and Magneton, they're both really weak against fire, so that's pretty good. But I will not lie, I was kind of missing having Mudkip's ground typing abilities, just because, again, man, I blew through this gym the very first time I played this game. I think the first time I played this game, the only gym leader that I had any kind of trouble with whatsoever was the twins, which are like the 7th gym battle. And those are also known, like, they're known to be like one of the hardest battles in this game. So a little bit about that. But yeah, so right now we're just going to be stocking up on super potions, and we're gonna need them, because this is one of those gym battles where I definitely was swapping and using items to my advantage, and it's pretty bad. Like, I could have beaten this gym a lot earlier, except for I was also trying to figure out, like, what order I should send my Pokemon out in. So yeah, sometimes things happen that way, but we end up becoming victorious anyways. But as you guys can see, we're just gonna run around. We're gonna talk to everybody. There's a little Pokeball over here, an X speed. You know, I want you guys to let me know, like, do any of you guys ever use X items? And if so, do you recommend them? Personally, for me, anytime I get an X item, I just sell it off. But I'm really thinking, because this is Emerald and I know, like, a way to make a crap ton of money in this game, I don't even necessarily, like, need to be selling X speeds. But, like, put it this way, right, guys? At one point in this game, I had $600,000, and I could have made more, but I just decided to buy a whole bunch of calciums and stuff, and I just blew all my money at the department store because I could earn it back within, like, less than an hour, especially given the fact that I can speed things up. But yeah, anyways, just let me know in the comments if you guys ever use X items. I'm really interested in starting to use them, but, like, I just sell them off because I don't want to take up, like, a whole turn. It's why I don't even like using healing items that much. But cool thing about this game, right? So you have 2 different bikes you can use, and if you go back to this guy at the bike shop, you can swap the bikes out at any time. So you have the Mach bike and the Acro bike. I personally really like the acro bike because I can pop wheelies and bunny hops and, you know, stuff like that. It's just cool, it's fun, it's a little different from any other bike in any other Pokemon game. But we are going to be needing the Mach Bike at some points because certain Pokemon and certain puzzles in the game require it. If you guys have ever played this game before, then you know what I'm talking about. Like, if you want Rayquaza, you gotta have the Mach Bike. If you want to get one of the fossils, you're gonna need the Mach Bike. But with that being said, though, the Acro Bike has its uses. I forget what the name of the area is, but you know, like the area where you kind of like greet Mount. Jeez, what am I even saying? Where you kind of like run into Team Aqua and Team Magma. I forget the name of the mountain, but like I believe it's called Jagged Pass. Like, you can use the Mach Bike to jump up the ledges and stuff. You guys will see that in a later episode when we get there, anyways. But yeah, both bikes have their uses, but I really like the Acro Bike in this game. It's a lot of fun because of all the jumps and stuff, and yeah, I feel like I said you need the Mach Bike for Jagged Pass. It's definitely the Acro Bike. But anyways, you guys probably know what I'm talking about. This game is old enough as it is, and I'm assuming that most of us are watching this series just because we like these games anyways. But yeah, so, you know, after seeing how that first trainer battle with Wattson went, I was like, yeah, it's time to definitely stock up and see what other items we can get. So right now, I'm just kind of talking to everybody that I can and getting any little bit of like anything that I can get, just because, you know, I like resources, and if you talk to people in Pokemon games, you get more resources. It's like this one right here. This guy just gave us Rock Smash. I can't tell you how many times I've seen like people play Pokemon games and they just don't want to talk to people, and it's like you miss out on things like that, and then you have to like Google what it is that you're doing. And just to get back to a point where you can actually continue to play the game and pursue in the game. So yeah, I've always thought that was kind of funny, and I used to be very much the same way. Like, I just want to talk to anybody. But if you guys actually read like the loading screen, especially for Fire Red in specific, Professor Oak very, very clearly tells you talk to everybody that you can, and there's a reason for that. And I know I say it like almost every episode, but it's very true. It's very, very true. So I've been taking in like the effort to actually start talking to people in this game, and it's like there's no reason to even get nervous about what they're gonna say, because it's like, what's the worst they can do? Battle you? Ooh. But yeah, basically, like, you know, we've pretty much talked to just about every single person in this little town, so I believe we're gonna be making our way back up to the gym, and yeah, we're gonna start challenging the other trainers there. Now, there is going to be a little bit of a I'm going to make fun of myself moment in this game, because it turns out like most of the puzzles, you don't even need them to get to the gym leader. But hey, you know, some things you learn the hard way. I just wasn't paying that much attention. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. But yeah, as you can see here, we got Razor taking on this Zigzagoon. I believe we KO him with Razor. Yeah. But I believe for Gulpin, oh, no, we're not switching out. Let's look at that. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. Like, Gulpin kind of pisses me off. Like, what are you supposed to be? I'm joking. If you like Gulpin, it's a complete joke. I needed some filler there. But I've never really did understand, like, what Gulpin is supposed to be. So if anybody knows that, let me know. And if you do like Gulpin, I'm sorry, I don't mean to like take a massive crap on your favorite Pokemon. Everybody's entitled to whatever Pokemon they like. That's the beauty of these games. But I will say here, though, this, for whatever reason, Illumise, I always pronounce it Illuminese just because I'm not looking at the names. But Illumise and the other one, Volbeat, those two make me mad. But yeah, the trainer that has Illumise is going to send out a Volbeat next, and there's some pretty cool stuff about Volbeat. In particular, in order to do the glitch that I've been telling you guys about, to get pretty much like the events unlocked, you need this guy right here, the guy that they just sent out. You need a Volbeat at one point. And Volbeat is really hard to find. I think it's got like a 1% encounter rate in the wild, so definitely something to keep in mind. But yeah, like if you guys have never done that glitch before, oh man, I can't wait to get to the point in the game when we can do it. It requires us to beat the Elite Four to unlock those events, but I am telling you guys, like, it's pretty cool. It's actually a really cool glitch. You get to use a lot of Pokemon that I previously was overlooking, so pretty cool stuff there. But we're gonna go heal up, And this next part, you guys are gonna laugh at me. I'm gonna make fun of myself here, right? But yeah, let me skip forward ahead to when we actually get back to the gym. Oh, never mind. I thought that was one of those times where I just kind of standing in the Pokemon Center, like not knowing what the heck I'm doing because I'm off doing other stuff because like my dog's like running around the apartment or something. But as you guys can see here, we're about to laugh at me for real quick because this, you don't even have to like step on any of these like little triggers to get to the gym leader. Like the gates aren't all that in the way. But here I am just really overthinking it. Oh, I could definitely go over here. Why did I have to step on that plate though? And like, dude, it's just so bad. You guys see this? Like, I'm sure you guys can see, you don't even have to step on the pressure plates. You can just walk straight up to the gym leader if you wanted to. But here I am, thinking it's rocket science. Like, I look back on this and I'm like, man, like I did it again, guys. I did it again. So, yeah. And it's really bad because once I realized like how difficult I was making this on myself, it was just, oh gosh. But yeah, we're gonna save in front of him like always. So here we go, guys. Another meathead episode because, well, I don't have my full team yet. I have a plan for a team, and I won't be able to catch any of the other Pokemon for our team until after this gym. But even after this gym, you still can't get them right away. Like the Pokemon that I am shooting for on this team are a good half of the team is gonna come like later on in the game. Now I can get a Gyarados for this team, and a little spoiler, I do use a Gyarados like in like the next episode. Also, that's another thing. The Voltorb self-destruct is really making me mad, guys. That thing was pissing me off. But anyways, yeah, you know, we are gonna use a Gyarados just for a little bit, but it's not gonna be long term. The reason why I say that is because even though Gyarados is obviously a freaking tank, I just find him to be a little basic, if you guys know what I'm saying. Like, Gyarados is one of those overused Pokemon, I believe, and for good reason. I mean, they made him stronger than most other Pokemon in the game. If I remember correctly, I want to say that Gyarados is considered a Pseudo Legendary, much like Dragonite is, but I don't know that for a fact. All I know is, like, guys, I don't want to use Gyarados full time, but I can't get any of the other water types that I want, like, right away. Now, with that being said, though, in some of the unreleased episodes, like the ones that haven't been fully made yet, I will say that we do catch a good amount of like really cool water types, just not the type that I'm quite looking for at this very second in time. There is one water type that I want to use because I haven't used him before. I've used some of the other ones that we've caught, like in, I believe, like Platinum, I want to say, but I want to use a water type Pokemon that I have never used before, and you guys will see what it is. I mean, you guys could probably guess what it is, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have used it, but I've never used it, so I would like to, you know, try it out. But yeah, so we're gonna have a Gyarados in this series, but he's gonna go in the box like pretty quickly. And yeah, just to kind of let you guys know, if you guys remember that Magikarp that we caught and I named him like Terminator or something, that's basically what we use. But this house over here is great because it's free XP and you get to make a whole family salty. So this is a family of 4 that lives in this house, and all they want to do is battle. So they come out one at a time and they just battle you. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool stuff. Anyways, Razor, like I'm not reading the thing, and I'm sitting here like not realizing that Astonish doesn't even affect Halo until like after a good 2 or 3 times of using it. So we're gonna switch out real quick. We're gonna Calm Mind and Confusion. Boom, just like that. NSFW is now level 24. So now he's gonna send out his wife now that I've beaten him. And we're gonna wing attack the crap out of Roselia, and Roselia's dead. And then she's gonna send out her daughter, and we're gonna make her daughter cry by absolutely demolishing her Pokemon. After we switch out to Chicken Joe, which, you know, on paper, this is not a good matchup, but if you look at the level differences, it's really not that big of a deal. We're gonna switch back out to Razor because he's almost at evolving. or yeah, pretty much this Shroomish made him evolve, which is beautiful. He's going to switch out to Numel. We're going to switch out to Chicken Joe. And we are going to hit it with a quick peck and maybe a double kick. So cool. Razor is now evolving. Sorry, somebody was just calling me. I don't know if you guys could hear that. I'm not sure if the mic picked that up. But check it out, guys. We now have a shiny Golbat. And I'm not going to ruin any surprises for you guys. But Golbat doesn't stay Golbat for too long. Now, my Heart Gold Golbat, even though he died a lot more, evolved sooner. But hey, I'm not gonna fight it. We still get like a Golbat for a good couple of levels, and then, you know. But yeah, Meditite is also another one of those Pokemon that pisses me off. The reason why is because I've never come across a Meditite that doesn't have the move Detect, and I hate that move. Because I'm very much like just an attack kind of guy. Oh, and if you guys have been reading the commentary, or not the commentary, but like the dialogue in the game, you'll know that Grandma's salty. We just made Grandma real salty. And I have no regrets. I just came in and swept your whole family. What you gonna do? I'm gonna run back in your house, I'm gonna eat all your food, and I'm gonna stand on your couch, and I'm gonna take your money. Gosh, I'm so ignorant sometimes. But we're gonna start switching Pokemon out because we have to basically just level grind and find the right combination of Pokemon to send out, or the right order to send them out, because I'm not doing a combination. But as you guys can see up here, those rocks are in the way, so that sucks. This here, don't let this fool you like I did. The trainer hill, or like the trainer tower or whatever, it's not even ready to go, and I'm gonna show you guys what I mean. Like, first of all, if you go and talk to these people, they'll kind of tell you that, well, it's not open. Do you know when they're opening this place up? That should be your first sign. And then this guy's like, I can't wait to test the waters. Okay, well then why aren't you doing it? You just decide to walk up here and they stop you. I'm pretty sure this is something that unlocks after you beat the Elite Four, but I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't quote me on it, because if it's not true, I don't want you to say that I ruined your life. But we're going to come back down here because we still have some level grinding to go, and what better way to get some level grinding in than in the gym? Yep, that's right. That's part of the meathead strategy there, guys. If you don't feel like level grinding up in the wild, just keep battling the gym leader over and over and over again. You will gain some levels from it. But as you guys can see right here, we are trying to figure out like what order I should put the Pokemon in order to get the best advantage on him possible. So let's try Chicken Joe to start off with. We're going to do an Ember real quick. And maybe a double kick, but he does self-destruct. I am telling you guys that freaking Voltorb pisses me off. Shiny Voltorb's pretty cool, but Shiny Magnemite's cooler. That's actually something I would like to do on the Fire Red series. Like, I would like to find a Shiny Magnemite. I love the way it looks, and I love the way the Magnemite sprite looks as a Shiny in Fire Red. And another thing I think would be pretty cool is, honestly, like, what if I brought Razor back in the Fire Red series? Like, that might be a cool thing to do. Like, after I beat the game, just go shiny hunting and build, like, a collection of shinies. I don't know. There's not too many shinies that I like. Like, some shinies, in my opinion, don't look the best. Like, for instance, Voltorb. I think Voltorb looks pretty cool as a shiny, but the blue is a little strong, if you ask me. Just a little strong. But, Shiny Magnemite, guys, if you guys haven't seen it, I highly suggest you guys look it up. It looks amazing. I think they did such a great job with the Shiny Magnemite. And it's the same thing with Zubat. Like, personally, I find that Zubat looks a lot better in green. And same thing with Magnemite. They made him, like, kind of like silvery bronze-ish. It's like a weird color that they gave his body. And then the magnets are, like, blacked out. It's so good. So good. But yeah, so we're going to try Razor in front of Voltorb now, and he self-destructs off the bat, just blows his load early, and yeah. So now we got to find something to do with Golbat, and Golbat's weak to electricity. So he's dead now, and now we have NSFW. I'm hoping that NSFW can take Electrike out, and he does. He's about to switch out to Magneton, so we're going to take Chicken Joe, and we're going to burn the crap out of him there. Chicken Joe's now level 24, and he's going to send out Manectric. We're going to keep Chicken Joe out. And this is where it really starts to get me. I don't know like what this Manectric stats are, but he's actually a little difficult without Swampert. Not gonna lie, there was a bunch of times where I was missing. I was missing having a Mudkip in this game because, yeah, this is like the second gym in 3 gyms, or it might be 4. I don't remember the order, but this is like the second gym in this playthrough now, where I am just absolutely like falling on my ass when it comes to the gym leader. So we're gonna come over here and we're gonna take in some double battles real quick. We got some grinding to do, guys, but don't worry. We're going to beat the gym leader very, very soon here. Don't you guys worry. Because if there's one thing that I refuse to do, is lose and give up. Alright, guys? Because, like, I'm sorry, but I'm sure you guys have watched the anime. Do you want to be the very best? Like no one ever was? I'm just being stupid here, guys. But, yeah. As you guys can see here, this is a pretty easy double battle for us to win. Like, really, Razor and Chicken Joe have it handled, and even if we had to switch one of them out, like, Curly has definitely got that handled, especially with the Roselias and the grass types that they're throwing at me. I'll just confuse the crap out of them all day. It's no problem. But, yeah, it's one of those things, guys, where, you know, for whatever reason, and for whatever reason, I mean the fact that, like, the developers in this game really made Mudkip, like, the star player. Dude. Now, it would be a lot easier if Blaziken had, like, the same speed stats that it has in, like, the later games. However, this is one of the earlier games, so, I forget what the ability is called. I think it's called Blaze. I don't know. I know it's, like, Overgrowth, Torrent, and I want to say Blaze are, like, the special abilities that all the starters get. So, you know, Blaziken doesn't get that extra boosted speed, but he's still pretty cool. Anyways, Chicken Joe is now level 25, and he's about to send out a Whismur, so we are going to switch out. And I'm thinking Razor's the way to go for this guy. So we're going to, I'd say bite him, yeah. Anyways, a quick 480. And maybe this girl wants to battle. Nope. And maybe this guy wants to battle. Yeah. But all he has is his tentacle, so that's going to be easy work. We're going to bite it real quick, and then we're going to astonish it, and then we're going to astonish it one more time, and we win. Just like that. But as you guys can see, that is not enough experience to beat the gym, necessarily. But if we think this through, right, and we manage to get into the Pokemon Mart, and we buy a whole bunch of crap with the 4K that we have. So by buy a bunch of crap, I really mean just get some more super potions. And we go heal up, and we figure out the proper order to put our Pokemon in. We're going to beat him. We will beat him. So we're going to go back in here, and we're going to swap out. We're going to... Oh, I guess not. I guess not. And you know what's crazy, guys? Like, I realized, like, after I beat him that, like, I didn't even need to step on any of the pressure plates. It's just... Yeah, it's a whole thing. But he's going to send out Voltorb, and we're going to astonish him, and we get paralyzed right off the bat. Gotta love that. So now he used Spark and we use Steel Wing, and we're just gonna send it. He hits a rollout and we're done for. And yeah, so he's gonna use a rollout again. Rollout's actually a pretty scary move because the Pokemon is forced to use it like repetitively, but each turn the move gets stronger and stronger. It's kind of like in the anime when Ash faced I forget her name, but it's the girl in the Johto League who has that Miltank. She's a gym leader. She's got the pink hair. One of you guys will know who I'm talking about. That Miltank was a freaking menace, guys. And yeah. So anyways, we heal up, he heals up, but he's burned, we're paralyzed, he heals up again. We're just gonna keep embering him because that should be the last of his super potions. He's about to send out his Manectric. We are not going to change out, boys. Anyways, we're going to try a double kick on him real quick. That does a good amount of damage. We're going to try a Ember, but we're paralyzed. But that time it worked. He has a Citrus Berry, which is... That thing was pissing me off. Anyways, he's going to quick attack us. And with that paralysis, it's really kicking our asses right now, boys. And I have no idea how that quick attack did so much damage. But anyways, we're going to switch out to NSFW. And we're going to die one more time. This is when I was really, like, starting to get really kind of mad. Because I'm like, guys, this cannot be happening. How is it that we're failing this bad? Well, to be fair, we don't have a Mudkip, so that sucks. But yeah, we're going to go at it one more time, guys. So we have Razor out front first. We're going to Steel Wing, Spark, and it's not going well right away. I mean, this gym really just is not Razor's forte anyways. Like, every Pokemon here is stronger against him, so I'm not going to put it past him. Although fainting him does suck, I was tempted to put him in the box because I don't want to feint him, but I also don't want him to get underleveled because I do know that he can gain some levels here. And on top of that, it's better to just have more Pokemon because this is a gym battle. I really wouldn't want to go into this gym battle with just 2 Pokemon. We already are kind of low with 3. But it's one of those things where, you know, I gotta wait to get the other Pokemon I want. But now Chicken Joe's level 26. And we lost again. So yeah, like I said, guys, this is gonna be a meathead episode. But here I was starting to think, maybe if I switch out and I put Razor last and I put NSFW in first, that might work. That just might work, right? Because realistically, I'm not gonna go out and catch like any other Pokemon just to make this gym battle work, because then I have to raise it, and I don't want to do all that, you know. So he's gonna hit us with a Spark, and boom. So that's one taken care of. NSFW is now level 25. He's gonna send out his Electrike. We're gonna send out Razor, and this time we're gonna heal up NSFW and let Electrike get the first move. And now we're gonna take Razor and we're going to hit him with a Steel Wing. All right, and we're paralyzed. That's to be expected. But hey, boom! Look at that! Look at that! Razor's now level 24. He's gonna send out his Manectric, and we are going to switch out to NSFW. We're gonna hit a Calm Mind real quick because I need that. I need that raise or that little boost in attack and special defense. We get quick attack to death. That's fine. We're gonna send out Chicken Joe, and we're gonna hit a double kick on it. Then he's going to use a Super Potion. We're paralyzed, but we still got the double kick off. He uses another Super Potion. We try to Ember, paralyzed again. At this point, I was getting tired of it. I was like, you know what, screw this. Paralyze heal, because I can't take this anymore. And then we're going to get paralyzed one more time, it appears. The double kick works out in our favor. We are going to, and honestly, I felt stupid for this. I switched out Razor so that way I can heal up Chicken Joe, but I really could have just Super Potion Chicken Joe and it would have been fine. I wouldn't have to have killed Razor like this, but it's okay because Razor forgives us and eventually does evolve, like next episode. Anyways, we're going to Ember the crap out of him, and we're going to Super Potion again. Because this Magneton is really kicking our asses right now, and it's only because we're paralyzed, and he's got that speed. Now, if I had an X speed, which I think I do, that could help. I also have an X defend, but it doesn't matter because we finally beat Wattson, and, yeah, suck it. Anyways, that has been about it for today's episode, guys. If you enjoyed this episode or are enjoying this series, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe down below. And until next time, boys, peace.